Hello, good evening. It's Sunday. I'm not going to say the date because that'll date this. I mean, granted, you could just look at the date on it. But who knows? Maybe I'll edit someday and it'll be like this cool little series. Probably not. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so here we are. So last time it didn't go so great. For a lot of reasons. One, I kind of screwed it up to start. So I actually had the wrong monsters on the board. I had 4 of the ruined machines. I should have only had 2. Granted, they should have been elites like you see here, like I had, but I also had 2 basic ones. And really what I was supposed to have are these steel automations, which are not ruined, apparently. And they are the ones I'm supposed to be fighting with right at the gate, right at the door of where I need to go, which really kind of sucks. So I've got to figure out a way to stop these guys from getting to this pressure plate in the middle. And it didn't go very well because I played it wrong. I tried to deal with one of the cannons because I didn't want to keep getting shot at. We do have the one drawback though. During our road event, we got mauled by some ice creatures behind a waterfall. we tried to get out of there, but it was, although we escaped, we were wounded and brittle now, apparently. Partly frozen, I guess. Makes it easier to hit us. So apparently the next hit we take is double damage. So we've got to heal ourselves without taking double damage, which means our first turn has to involve healing of some kind, which means we've got to figure out how to get through these stupid machines without dying. Now, a couple things from last time I learned, thanks to the help of one of my viewers. We found out that you can, in fact, on Xhaven start with a higher health. All you have to do is go to the level settings for that character. And as you can see, my characters now show their name, Adrian and Royce. Adrian's a banner spear, and Royce being a BlinkBlade. But it used to just say what they were. And I said, I always want to set their name. Well, I was in there adjusting the health after being told how. And sure enough, there's in that same spot, you can change the name of your characters, which is pretty cool. So we have... basically what happened was we went down this scenario. I redid my outpost phase, or I didn't redo it, but I did my outpost phase after we came down the derelict elevator, mostly just to make up for the fact that I missed it. I think I'm still of the feeling, though, it was pointed out to me, you can look at it as Frosthaven is still progressing even though you're gone, and passage of time matters. But here's the deal. I feel like there should be outpost phases where you go home, and what happens if you don't go back. So you should have the option of going back at certain points, but maybe you don't go back all the time. The outpost phase shouldn't involve you're always buying. You don't always need to buy stuff anyway. You can only carry so many items, so it should be like an opportunity to go out, adventure for a while, come back and buy a couple items, upgrade some of your gear. But it shouldn't be like you have to go back to Frosthaven all the time. So I feel like there should be an outpost phase where you do building, and it would make it more. It would make more sense as to why you have to give resources to Frosthaven, because if you're always there, what's it matter? You're allowed to use your stuff for Frosthaven. So I think the idea would be is whenever you go back to Frosthaven, you give them resources. You can just say, here, Frosthaven, here's some resources that we have for you. Go ahead and do your building with that, and then buy and craft and do whatever you can do. Go off on your adventures. And at every point where it says automatic, or you kind of have to do outpost phase, you can, instead of going back, you just do what I would call like Frosthaven progresses outpost phase, where you don't get to buy stuff, you don't get to sell stuff, you don't do those things because you're not there. But Frosthaven, you can build new buildings as it would normally do. You can repair buildings if there's any to be rebuilt. You can do the guards because they can still be recruiting guards while you're gone. So all that stuff that would build up and improve Frosthaven would be done on those scenarios. But you yourself would not change your gear or do anything like that. I think that would be a better way. Then you could actually feel like you're out adventuring. And then when you finally decide to come back to Frosthaven between, adventures, you can buy and stock up. But Frosthaven will have progressed. Time will still have advanced. You would do that as part of those scenarios as well. So there's the Frosthaven, the outpost phase where you would return, and the ones where you don't. Now, mind you, that's a house rule. It doesn't exist. It would be my way of doing it. because it doesn't make sense otherwise sometimes. Because like right here, in this scenario, I was at the bottom of a derelict elevator. It says you have the option of going back, but it specifically says you cannot go back the way you came. I mean, in the story. So therefore, how did I get back, and why was I able to buy and do stuff? I did it because I had to make up for my mandatory one, but again, it felt weird because that mandatory one was after I fought wolves trying to get here. Why would I turn around and go back and then try to do it and go back through the? It didn't make sense. But hey, the only thing you're really missing by doing it my way is you're gonna miss some road events, but you could still say have road events traveling between external scenarios. You can still say, you know, you had a road event, you just went from one scenario to the next instead of going back to Frosthaven. So says me, doesn't matter. I didn't make the rules. They did, and they must have a reason for it. Maybe they didn't want to make it more complicated. I thought, well, that's silly. This game's pretty complicated. I think having a scenario where an outpost phase where you're there and outpost where you're not that big of a deal. You just set the rules for it. Say whatever. But that said, let's get going. I've set up the scenario. I'm going to read into it as I always do. Just to set the mood. The Quatryl library. Okay, so we were deciding which way to go. Royce looks at Adrian and gives her the choice. She's like, "Yeah, thanks. It's not normally your thing, but since you are giving me a choice, I will choose left." And so they say, "Okay, left it is. Let's do this." Turning away from the flickering red right, we opt to move in a direction slightly less ominous, though only slightly. We take the steel walkway through the open cavern. The ceiling is too high for us to see in the darkness, and no creatures stir around us. But still, the vastness of this place is a marvel in itself. After a few minutes, we come to the entrance of a well-constructed tunnel. Its walls and ceilings are held back with thick metal trellises, hundreds of hexagonal beams coming together to form a heavy metal skeleton that, though well forged, has succumbed to decades of rust. Wide leaves of corroded iron have begun to flake off in several places. We listen for any signs of activity, but there's none. We continue moving on. After a long stretch of time, we spot a trace of light escaping from a nearby passage. Following it, we come to a library. It is a large rectangular room bordered on all sides with bookshelves sagging under the weight of their contents, and in the center of the room are several tables and chairs, all of them thick with dust and cobwebs. But apparently, it seems we are not alone. Shortly after we enter, we hear the hurried shuffles of metal feet. A line of security machines emerge from far entries, weapons at the ready. They move with rigid certainty, their limbs exact and swift, specialized in seeking and destroying intruders like ourselves. Their focus, however, is only partly on us, it seems. The majority of them are instead moving toward a pedestal in the center of the room. The pedestal is little more than a simple stone pillar, but atop it we can see a large steel pressure plate. We're not sure what the plate does, but judging by how much attention it's getting, we can assume it's no good. There we go. So, let's get on. We got to stop these robots. So, a couple of things I did. I did tweak my deck slightly. I've got basically the same Royce deck. I did alter slightly the Adrian deck, or vice versa. I don't know. One of them, I didn't really do much to make it different, but because I really couldn't find anything that would have been better. I think the only thing I can do is hope for better results. I'm playing it correctly this time. I do got to be careful about the one-time use cards, because in the first try, I burned through too many of them on Royce because we take damage a lot with these stupid cannons. So we're going to have to try shielding a little bit more maybe, and doing more short-term damage, the kind of things that will wreck these guys in a little bit different fashion. So we're going to do as much damage as we can, as quickly as we can, and see if we can push back through. I'm not sure how the best way to get away from these guys. I don't know if we should avoid these first cannons, zap through to the second ones, and see if we can push back at them. I'm not sure. I'm not sure the best approach. But ultimately, we do got to find a way to kill these things. And we can't split up. There's only two of us. A normal team would be able to split up, say, hey, 3 you go kill that cannon, 3 you go kill that cannon, or kill that robot, or whatever you're doing. We can't do that. So we can't do a 2 and 2 or any kind of split the seams. We're 1-1, and it's very difficult for us to get through. These guys are very tough. These steel automations start with a 12 defense. Let's go ahead and put them all in. We've got 4 cannons. Yay. They're all basic, but they all suck. 1, 2, 3, and 5. And then we have the ruin machines. We have 2 elites. Numbers 4 and 7. And then we have 2 steel automations, number 1 and number 2. Convenient. They are basic, luckily. This is a lot of guys. This is 8 dudes. And the way this scenario is set up, because of the time pressure of having to block these guys, if they get on that plate, game over. We lost. The scenario is over and done. But the only way I can win is to wipe everything off the board, which is going to make this so bad because we don't have a lot of time. We're going to go through a lot of cards. And because of the stupid road event where we got hit, we've already come in with 3 damage, which I got to give these guys right now. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. It's really a lot of damage to walk into this place with. I don't know why they wouldn't let us heal before we got here. It's like we got brittle on us and we're wounded. That's the second time the road events have done damage to us coming into this place. So there is one thing I got to make sure that I do not have the negative ones from previous scenarios. It never occurred to me. I don't remember if I took them out. Okay, I did. Last thing I need is a bonus -1. All right, so we're good. We'll shuffle that up. Checking in on my cards. Hopefully, I'm going to adjust the camera a little bit, but don't want it to get too, I don't know if it's going to get washed out more or less because I got a lot of light behind. Let's see if it makes a difference. Alexa, turn off Captain Atom. Alexa, turn off Captain Atom. Dude, wow, that's weird. Let's try this. Alexa, turn on Duo. Better. Better. Now you get to see my shiny bald head. I don't know if that's, I don't know how much better that is. It is a better scenario. It is a better situation, but not so much that yeah. I don't know. How much of my shiny head does one want to see? Let's do one little tiny little adjustment here. Oh, I can't even do that because that camera is not good. I'm gonna tweak. I know this is the kind of thing you don't normally show on these things, but when you do stuff live, you get the full treatment here. So I'm gonna adjust my lighting just slightly if possible to make it a little less you know, they say the light should be in front of you, not above you, not behind you. And I don't have that option because I don't have any lights in front of me. I guess that's one of the drawbacks to doing it this way. It is better for the table. Got more light on the table. But the shine above me, not so great. Yeah, it's gonna have to do. Let's do it. All right, so here, and we're off. Let's pick our things. I didn't do much. I do know both my guys brought traps, which was strangely enough coincidental. I did not know I was going to need traps, but I picked my items as we came into this room, and I thought, let's try the traps. So we're going to do that. The traps will come in handy because monsters will try to avoid them, which means I can put them up as blocks if I can get to those spots that would block them. Make them go around as much as possible. And we're going to try and see what we can do here. So I think the key elements on this are pins and wounds. I'm thinking those are going to be my best way. If I can do blocks that would force them to take some wounds, we might be able to get them to kill themselves a little bit. So that's that is my goal here, to see if I can get these guys to kill themselves. So we need maximum movement on this first turn. I don't really want to go fast on the first turn, but I kind of have to. I actually want them to move because I'm not sure. Well, maybe I can. Let's see. If I can get up on this guy, block his way right out the gate, that would make a lot. That would go a long way in making my life easier. So we're going to just try to accomplish something that gets these guys away from the... Yeah. I'm going to try it. Where do I have a decently low number that also lets me shoot something? Shoot these stupid... I'm hoping... Let's try that. All right, we are going for some interesting plans, seeing if we can cause pain of a different sort. All right, so here we go. We're going to go ahead and have Adrian. Adrian's going to go with a 32. No, let's go 22. Screw that. Maximum get out the gateness. Royce is going to go fast. I don't like going fast out the gate. I typically prefer to go a little slower. Oh, shoot. Yeah, I said I was going fast. No, I typically prefer to go slower. But in this scenario, I don't think I'm going to be able to. At least not at first. I mean, we'll have to... Maybe I can slow down after I block this guy. Let's see, 52, 12. 12 is too fast. Don't want him to go that fast. That's faster than the guy moving, going ahead of him. So let's go 52. It might be kind of bad, but we'll find out. These, I don't know how fast these automations are. My guess is they're probably faster than the ruin machines, but we'll see. Here we go. Drawing first round. We're off to battle. Hi-ho, hi-ho. Oh, they do get a move. Oh, and he moves 3 right out the gate, which means they're both going to be right next to the pressure plate, which means I lost. I'm not going to do 12 damage to these guys. I lose on the first turn. I don't know. I don't know how to... Unless there's something I misread on there. I mean, when you can lose literally on the first turn, because they're going to move 3 right up to the pressure plate, which means they move 1 square on the next turn, game over. One of them gets on the plate, I lost. And I have no way of blocking them now that they'll be sitting right next to the plate. Always focus on moving forward and occupying the pressure plate. Then find a focus as normal and perform any other abilities as if they had no movement. If they cannot find a path to the plate, they will move as close as they can. If any figure occupies the pressure plate, the scenario is lost. There you go. All characters and character summon cannot. So, yeah, I'm literally going to lose this. Second turn. Haven't even started, and they're already going to win. Because they're going to move 3, unless I can figure out a way to block them, which I can't, not with Adrian being so far back. Yeah. That's game. I already lost. Hey, Red Rhino. Win condition is me wiping out all the robots or all the enemies, which is all these stupid cannons and tanks. But the lose condition is any figure gets on this plate. I can't get on the plate, but they can. And their first move is walk right up to the plate. 2 big guys, they're going to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and they'll be right next to the plate. And if they get, unless they get 0 movement on the second turn, or in the third turn, and however many turns it takes me to do 12 damage to these guys, I lost. I'm good. I haven't even started the game. I've already lost because they get this 3 movement first thing. So I'll try. I mean, maybe some luck, maybe some magic. I don't know. I was hoping to get up in front of them and block them, but since they're going to move all the way through, I don't really have anything I can do against them, really. I am having Adrian, whose turn it is first, move it. Both guys too. And then, since I only have 1 range, she's going to do the incendiary throw, range of 3. Going to try to wound this cannon, and which seems kind of silly. I guess I hit it and gunpowder starts leaking out of it. I don't know, but if I can hit it, it'll be wounded. There you go, 2 damage. So I have wounded the cannon. It's number 1. Dun dun, and wounded. So it'll be in pretty dire straits just to start. So yeah, so this is going to be a very short battle. When you could see, this is why I think it's did they even play test this? Okay, it's the robot's turn. It's the steel odd. Oh, okay. I do have one thing wrong. I'm looking at the wrong guys. Hasty assault. I do have a tiny window. Maybe I still have a chance. Okay, so it's actually the ruined machines that are going to get a move 3 right out the gate. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. They are getting close, but they are not a threat yet. Royce does get a go yet, so I actually have that. I guess I was wrong. I misread. Maybe it's not as bad as I thought yet. Royce is going to now move. So we've done Adrian, and we've done the ruin machines, and now we're going to do Royce. Now this is where Royce really has to get a good shot off. These guys get a move too, and they're going to do 3 damage. But on the upside, they have to move first, which kind of means they're going to go the other direction, which means I have a tiny chance to... let's see how this goes. So I am doing this movement. I'm going to move 4. And the attack is at a range of 1. So... this will be kind of good. Unfortunately, I won't be able to do what I wanted to do against him just yet, but I will be able to block this guy's route. 1, 2, 3, 4, and you know what? I wonder if it'd be better to block out that direction. Block him, make him go that way, and he'll be looking for another way around. But I still got to get his friends off. Nah, let's just do this. All right, so we're going to do this thing where all I'm doing is wounding him. This steel automation is just getting a wound. He's number 2. Number 2 takes a wound. And I actually do 2 damage to all creatures that have wounds, which right now would be him and him. They just take 2 damage. So number 2 is going to take 2 damage. And the cannon that I hit earlier will also take 2 damage. and I'm blocking his way, which means when he goes, he's gonna want to go around. Now, of course, I have to go deal with the other guy, so it's gonna be a problem. We got a lot of guys coming. I don't know how we're gonna completely get around this. I hope these steel automations can't heal themselves, because it's gonna be a real sad scenario if they can heal themselves. I don't know how I'm gonna deal with that. Plus, we are damaged. R3 damage plus this next shot's gonna be a brittle damage, which means the cannon, then the first cannon that shoots us is going to cause us harm. Now, normally, in this case, I did experimental adjustment was my movement, which would normally pin me, but Royce has a perk that prevents him from being pinned, so he can't be pinned. So that's good. The attack I did was Sand in the Hourglass. That's this guy. That just gives all creatures within one of me, or gives a creature within range of one of me a wound, and then it immediately does everybody who has all enemies that have wounds take 2 damage. That's what I did. Those are the parts of the card I did. Anyway, I didn't do the other parts. So we're on to the next thing. We've done those guys. Now the next robot gets to go. These guys get a move 2 and do 3 damage. He can't get to the pressure plate. So number 1 can go straight for it. There's nothing blocking him. He moves 2. Which is going to suck. I got to figure out a way to push him back, make him deal with the blockage, which in this case is me. And then the other guy, his main goal is to get to the pressure plate. So he'll ignore me for the purposes of movement. He can't go through me, so the only way he can actually move is this way. Oops. Which gets him closer to the pressure plate-ish. So now, from that position, he will try to attack. He can't attack because he has no range, or no range at the moment anyway, and so he stops. So that's kind of how I'm supposed to survive this. Make them... Since their movement requires that they go for ways to get to the plate, they don't focus on me during movement, which means I have a chance that they're not going to keep hitting me. Problem is, the cannons will keep hitting me, and plus, if I totally block off their route to the pressure plate, they will get as close as they can, and if that means me, they'll hit me. So there is that. And of course, if I'm sitting next to them and they can't move, then they're going to blast me. So that's their movement. Oh, he takes a wound because that was his turn. And now the cannon goes on his turn. He's also going to take another wound. So he's getting these cannon. I think the wounds are going to be very good. They're going to help a lot in speeding up the demise of these creatures, allowing me to focus a little bit more on the primary troublemakers. Sadly, they all get to shoot at me now. And at a range of 5, they all get to do 2 damage. And I think Royce is going to get shot by 2, and Adrian's going to get shot by 2. This is going to be a very painful first shot. It could be crippling. It could literally be crippling because of the stupid brittle that I have on me. I didn't heal. I probably should have, but because of the way the stupid thing goes, you come out the gate in a rush, and you're like in a hurry to try to get there. And the road events seem to be there. So far, I've done 2 road events, and both of them have wounded me. So it's like road events are designed to just make your scenarios harder, which you really need. I started this scenario with 8 guys on the table. I've got 2 guys. I've got 8 guys against me to start, and I have to keep them from getting to that pressure plate. So we'll see. Okay, here it goes. Number 1 takes his shot, shooting at Adrian. He does 2 damage. There's nobody adjacent, so they're not going to get to do any bonus damage. But Adrian's taking 4 damage. Now, he does have a card that says if he takes 5 damage, he can, and discards a card, he gets to get his perk. But no, it's only 4 damage. I got to take another shot from somebody else. But I get rid of the brittle. You know, Brittle's gone. I should have put it on. Adrian's got brittle still. He hasn't got shot yet. But I think I'm discarding a card. right out the gate. I know you should take the 4, but if I can, because the next guy only gets to hit with 2. He's only going to do 2 damage, which means I won't be hurt as bad. Which card do I want to get rid of? I don't know. Gotta get rid of something or I'm going slow. Dang, I hate getting rid of these good movement ones. Alright, we'll get rid of that one. Alright, so I'm not taking the 4 damage. Number 2 takes a shot at me. He takes 2 damage, so that's a lot better. Actually, am I doing brittle right? Do I have to take damage before the brittle goes away? Double next source of damage, then remove. Also removed when healed. You know what? I think I have to take the 4 damage either way. Because if I block the 4 damage, do I block the 4 damage? Or do I only block 2 damage because I didn't take damage by blocking it? Does it count as 4 damage and I still get rid of the brittle? I don't know. I'm going to say yes. I don't know. I'm not sure. I have to look that one up or something. I'm not sure how that works. But whatever. I took my 2 the second time. Now we got these 2 guys. They both can reach at a range of 5. That's the problem with these cannons. They have crazy range. They've got a lot of shots where they only shoot 3, but they get a 3 explosion area. And then they have a 7 that can basically reach anything they want. And then they have several 5s. They've got another 3, I think, that does 3, which is probably the shortest range one they've got, because that one only reaches 5 too. So basically, they're always able to hit at least 5 range. So unless you can get out of the range of these cannons at a 5, you're going to get shot by them. So what can you do? All right, number 3 gets to hit Royce. Royce also takes double damage, which means he's probably getting rid of a card also. Oh, no, I guess he won't get rid of a card for that move. Got nulled. So now there's only another guy. He does 2 damage, which will be double damage because he hasn't taken any damage yet. -1. I think I'm going to take that. Double damage of a 2 is not bad. I will take that. 1, 2, get rid of the brittle. Alright, so that Royce got off a little easier on that, which is nice. That's it for the cannons. We're on to the next round. Now it's Adrian and Royce. Adrian has done a good job so far, or Royce has done a good job so far of distracting one of the robots. But now that he has no speed, it's going to be a little trickier. So I'm going to try to find whatever my card here that has the fastest slow speed. So I have a chance. I'm going to just play it, whatever it is. Plus it's got pin. So if I can get that down, I have a chance at maybe getting a shot off that will pin this guy, preventing him from advancing. And then I can maybe let Adrian go up and try to deal with distracting the other robot. Problem is, he's going to be right next to Adrian. He'll be taking a shot at Adrian. Hopefully we could do some damage. And yeah. So he has no real attack here. So here's the problem. If I can pin one of them, they're both only, well, he's 2 away from winning. He's 3 away. He's 3 away, so he can't necessarily win from his location. So, yeah. Oh. Wait a minute. Didn't I? Oh no! Did I get rid of my... Oh shoot, I think when I adjusted my deck, I for some reason took out my only range attack. Royce doesn't have many range attacks. And I normally... what was I thinking? What was it that took... What did I see in those other cards that made me think that was better? Which means I don't know that I can do anything with that other guy, because I have to actually move after this guy. Yeah, I'm going to have to do something. Do something to block this guy. Do I have any other wounders? These guys are big. I probably should wound them. Be nice if I had two guys around, though. Oh, this one will do it. Let's see if I do... What about this one? Still only 50. But if I can do that one, I can move around and do that to him. Yeah. Okay, let's try that. Royce is doing a 50 on his initiative. And Adrian, who's got to do something quick, is going to have to get up there and... What we do is we got to kill this cannon, take it out. If we can kill one cannon at least, just one cannon, we can possibly... Yeah, you know, I don't know how hard these things hit. I'm guessing they hit pretty hard. So, yeah, he won't avoid me. I won't be able to get in the way completely. So I could try to make it difficult for him, but he won't avoid me. Let's do that. I'm going to try and take out this cannon so we're not getting shot at by all these cannons, but we'll see how this works. 18 for Adrian. Adrian's going to go 18, and then we got next round. Let's get a drink, see what's going to happen here. We've got a massive blast, which is nice because that means it's going to do only 1 damage, assuming my guys aren't next to each other and we're getting pummeled by both of them. But it's 1 per cannon unless I manage to kill one of these cannons. But also on the upside, both of these robots are at kind of a negative state right now. I mean, they're both sets of them are pretty far away. Boy, these robots are booking. These the ruined ones are really coming up fast, which is going to be a sucky maneuver. All right, so first up, Adrian. Adrian, where are you coming from, Adrian? So I'm going to try. I've got a range of 4 attack here. What I'm going to try to do is buy me a little bit of time. Tiny little bit of time. It's a very, 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 very tiny little bit of time. Because if I can block him and kill this cannon, this robot will try to go past me. So right now he's only got a move of 1. So he's not going to get far past. He won't actually be able to do too much right now. So if I can just block him a little bit, he'll be inclined to just keep on trucking. And keep moving by, which means he might have to go all the way around if Adrian's blocking this way. It's the closest route he gets to go, but if he's trying to think blocked ways, he's got to figure out which way is closest. So maybe the closest for him would go back this way. I don't know, but either way, he's going to have to redirect his action, making it a little bit more difficult for that particular guy to get around. So Adrian is up. he gets to move 4 spaces, and he gets to shoot at a range of 4, so we can try to take out that cannon. Neither of these actions are going to do anything to the bad guy, though. So we're going to go ahead and move. I mean, they can't pin or anything. So all I'm really doing is trying to 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's too far. I can't. I had a plan, but this is too far. I can't. I was thinking if I could range of 4, won't reach the guy. It's too much. Too much. Too soon. All right. Let's go here. Nope. Let's go there. I'm trying to figure out how best to defend against these stupid robots. Yeah, so we're going to do okay, so my first action was this one. I just did a 4 action. It's a Tip of the Spear. It's the bottom half of that card. Now we're doing the top half of this card, which is Driving Inspiration, which is 2 damage at 4 range. It's with advantage, so that'll come in. I know you can't see this. This camera's not great for focusing on things that are close up, so I apologize about that. But it's the best I can do right now. I don't have a better option for that camera, unfortunately. So, yeah, here we go. With advantage. 2 damage, nothing. 2 damage, nothing. Just 2 damage. But I think that's enough. I think this guy is actually going to end up dying on that one. Yep. 1, 2. So this cannon is on the verge of toast. So at least that one won't be shooting at me. That's one less problematic targeting problem. He's going to die himself. So now, he did his action. That's over. We did infuse the sun. Let's go up here and infuse the sun, which I guess is that one. I guess that's supposed to be sun. Sure. Okay. And then we're going to go ahead and go on to Royce. Royce is next. Royce, what are you going to do, my friend? You're going to get shot at by 2 explosives that can do a range of 3. 1, 2, 3, and then explode an entire zone. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so if he wants to get out of some of these guys' range, he's going to have to... There's really not... He's going to get shot by 2 of them, pretty much anything he does, because he can get her out of this one's range, but then this guy's 1, 2, 3, he's going to have this whole zone, and this guy's going to go 1, 2, 3, and have this whole zone. So he could actually shoot anywhere in here. So I don't think there's any safe spot. Yeah, he's going to get hit by 2 of them. Oh, that guy and that guy, or the other one. Yeah, I don't think there's any way to avoid getting hit by 2. What I don't want is one of them hitting me twice, unless I get out of the range and just one of them hits both of us. That's possible too, I guess. Yeah. Okay, so we have to, since we went fast last time, we have to go slow. So I put on a speed token to show that I got my speed back. But I can't use it just yet unless I do this bottom half of this thing, which could come in handy. Basically, it's a no penalty slow movement. So that would be 1, 2. And I'm going to drop my this thing down here. Oh, it's probably not great, but I have to because I don't have any other way to block this guy from moving. I want him to turn around and go back because he can't get in this way. So I'm hoping I can hit him, make him run away, and we'll go from there. So Royce is going to do his first actual attack. It's a blurry jab, 3 damage. Oh, no, wait. I'm using, oh yeah, the other thing on this card. At the bottom, it says I can use a speed token to use the fast effects of my other card. So I just got a speed token for going slow. So I'm using it right away. So I'm not even going to get to use it in the next round. But it does allow me to use my fast effects instead of the slow effect, which means I'll be able to do 3 damage plus 1 for 4 damage, get an experience for him, and I also will wound him. So it's 4 damage times 2. That is the kind of thing I like to see from Royce. Good job, Royce. He did 8 damage to him, and now he's wounded. So that is optimal spectacularness. Woo! Yeah, buddy. Okay, here we go. Good. Let's do that. I'm going to enjoy marking that off his health. That's number 2, actually. Oh, it's number 1. Oh, it's number 1, yeah. So he's got a wound, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That worked out very nice. Royce, you are, shall I say it, man? You are the man. You are the man. You've kicking some butt. All right, so blurry jab comes through in a pinch. Okay, so now we have both taken our turns. Now we got to deal with the frickin' cannons. Now, luckily, there's only 3, but well, okay, so there's 3 now. Because he's going to die. That one dies from a wound. Just crumbles to the ground. And the other ones are like, oh. Turn. This time they're aiming. This time they're out to get me. They're going to try and do as much damage as they can. So we're going to do number 2 shoots. Number 2 is going to be able to hit us both. This one shot, 1 damage. Can hit all these guys. It's an exploder. So it's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, hits all of us. So it's gonna be a problem. But hey, gotta take it, man. So it's 1 damage on the fastest guy is Adrian. So we'll do Adrian first. 1 damage. 2 damage on Adrian. And Royce gets 1 damage. -1 damage. Boy, Royce is dodging stuff, man. Royce is doing pretty good. He's getting out of the way. Good job, Royce. That's the way to be, man. Now, the other guys. Let's see if they can reach. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that one misses. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. No! Nice! We only got hit by 1. Better to hit by 1 twice. Get both of us hit by 1 than getting hit by multiple, I think, because it's still only 1 shot each, right? So it spreads out the damage as much as possible. So the cannons are done. Now the ruined machines again are cruising up on me. They just don't seem to want to stop. They're coming up fast. Now we really got to do some damage. We're getting these guys coming right up to our face. But they can't do any damage yet. They're not close enough. Sad thing is, that was my chance to destroy them. If they'd have gotten close enough, they would blow themselves up. Those are the ones you like, because then you don't have to deal with them anymore. But, oh well. Steel automation. Both of them get to move 1 space. This guy's blocked. He needs to get to the pressure plate. He can see other ways to go, so he's going other ways. He will go that way. This guy is not blocked, so he will advance on the pressure plate. He'll come up right there. And that's it for those guys. We're on to the next round. And round 7, we have to do stuff. So I got to kill as many of these guys as I can before round 7. Because I don't want more bad guys coming in before the round 7 starts. What I didn't do, though, is the 2 guys that... Oh, both of them were wounded. So they both actually should have taken damage. 1 damage. Yeah, okay, now we can do that. So they are a little lower on health. Let's yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, getting kind of crowded over here. we got we've got to do something. Um, I think I could clutter things up a little for these guys, though. That's what my goal is. Clutter things up. Maybe make them funnel their way back around. I don't know. Whatever it is, come up with a strategy that keeps them from advancing too much. And then I can maybe heal a little bit. I have to go slow again. We're back to going slow. Once again, Royce is constantly unable to go fast enough. I'm going to try this card again. This time it might be a good time to do it because I think we've got enough blocking going on here that that particular action might be good. It would be nice to be able to do this. Nope. I can't do that one. I got to figure out a good... Oh, here we go. Haul at a range of 2. Nope. I'm trying to come up with... What good movement can I do here? Do I... These robots attempting to go around me. Two targets at a range of 1. That's not great. Trying to figure out how to get something done on this round without using up cards, because it's not a lot of a range of 2. All right. There's no movement on that one though. All allies. Really, all I've got is some basic movements. I think it's really my only options. I don't have any movements plus, so... Oh, yeah, let's do this one. Let's do that one. All right, so we're going slow. It's pretty fast slow. It's a 32. So that's good. Now, Adrian's got to figure out his next move. Adrian's got to start doing something about this beast in front of him. We did that. So now, Adrian, where is your plan, Adrian? So my thought is, if you're completely blocking out, but he's got an opening, he's not going to want to go through you, right? That would be the expectation. He wouldn't want to go through you because it keeps saying their movement should be focusing on getting to the pressure plate. And if there's an opening, he's got to go for that opening. That's how I see it. That's truly how I believe this should be played. So, you know what? I think I'm going to play for this, and I'm going to play deflecting maneuver. That guy, the shield will protect me in at range, and then I'm going to do another shot attack. Ooh, you know what I could do? Oh no, I can't. I was going to say I could cast a banner, but I can't. don't actually have a banner available to me at the moment. I'd kind of like to make this guy... I know what I'll do. All right, let's do that. We are going to try to keep at range from these robots. I don't like them. So we'll make them go the long way, if at all possible. Yeah. So fastest movement, 21. We're going to take the 21 for Adrian, because in this case, it's good to always shoot first. Do as much damage as you can before they can do enough damage to you. Now we're going on. Next round, we're going to draw. Holy moly. Immovable object. He goes first, but they're not moving. They're just going to stay there, give themselves 4 shield, and do nothing. But hey, that doesn't work out great for one of these guys, since, oh, both of them actually are going to burn themselves a little with that, because they're wounded. Their turn starts, bam, and bam. So their wounds are burning them. They don't move. They keep their shields on. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do any damage to these guys on this turn, sadly. I may have to readjust my strategy slightly, because I'd like to not waste my shot. So there's that. Yeah. Okay, so he's done. The immovable objects have decided not to move. Even with advantage, I don't know that I can do much to get through their shield. So I'm thinking I have a range of 3 with that card, but if I do that, I'm giving the cannons an opportunity. Just out of reach of shooting one of those dang cannons. Wow. What do you think? What are the odds of my actually doing damage to this guy? I'm kind of stuck with what Adrian can do. I wanted to shoot, but I also don't want to get shot, you know? What are they going to do? What's the cannons going to do? Range of 5, of course, and they can hit. Range of 5. Range of 5, and they can do a triangle thingy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's... Royce is in the most trouble. He can get hit by 3 of them. I can't step on the pressure plate. I can't go over. Let's worry about Royce when Royce's turn comes up. All right, I'm going to you know what? I think Adrian's just going to stay here. He's going to throw up his shield. And he's going to throw a javelin at the robot. I need some kind of bonus hit on this. He hasn't had a bonus hit yet, but if I can do better than a 3, Adrian, pick up that spear, aim, fire, 3, 1, plink, bounces off of his shielded armor. Adrian. Not what I was looking for there from you, my friend. But hey, on the upside, we've got shields. +2 shield for range attacks. So, yeah. I'm not throwing down my... I'm not going to throw down my trap yet. Or my my protective thingy yet. We're gonna see what that does. I'm tempted, I say, tempted to throw it down here and make it a blocked scenario. Make these guys have to go around. You know what? I am. I'm gonna throw down my trap here, and we're going to I'm going to throw down a trap. This is a damaging trap, but it will block. These guys won't have a center approach with Royce standing there. Of course, I am trapping Royce in the room with these guys if I do that. So there is that problem. But no, God. Decisions. All right, let's not do it. I'm not going to overthink it. I'm not doing it. Not going to throw down the trap. Not yet. We're going to see what these guys do. All right, so they're going to move 3. Dun, 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 dun. I should have thrown the trap. Let's go 1, 2. I should have looked. I looked at the cannons. I looked at the... Oh, gosh. We got to kill this guy. Oh, this is going to get ugly. So... I looked at the cannons and I looked at the big guys, but I didn't look at the rune machines. Gotta look at these guys. But he's not going to do... Oh, he is going to do some significant damage. He's going to pin us both and poison us both, but that's all he's doing. He's not actually going to attack. So poison means the next thing they do is... Was it extra damage? It's extra... It's... Yeah. From here, they get 1 extra damage... every time. Then basically I'm wounded. It's a weaker wounding. It's not automatic damage. It's just when you're hit, everybody's gonna hit you for an extra damage. So I gotta be careful here. I gotta either heal or do something about it. But the thing is, I can't really heal because I'm standing here in front of bad guys. So we've got to crush this guy. He's not huge, but he is an elite, so he's huge enough. So we'll see what happens on this turn. Yeah. So Royce can't be pinned, but he will be poisoned. And Adrian is now poisoned. And this guy gets to move 3. Now he's blocked, so he can't see away to the pressure plate. With his buddy there, he's kind of blocked there too. So I'm going to say he's going around. 1, 2, 3. Eek. Ick. Did I say ick? Because ick. This is getting scary. If he gets around, because I have my own little blocking thing there. It's not a trap, but okay, so I think I may have to change my strategy here. I'm gonna do twin strike on this guy since he's sitting right here. Is that plus 1 to remove? I don't really have. That's not going to do me any good. I may just have to do a normal move or just hit him. So we're going to do a twin strike. Twin strike for 2 damage. Oh, I got to reshuffle because I had ×2 last time. End of the round, you know. Okay. Can these guys be poisoned? Nope, they can't. Alright, so let's pound down on that guy if I can. 2 damage. 3 damage. Do the jig. Get 1 XP. Yeah. And then 3 more damage. Oh no, we're going slow. Suck an egg. Okay, it's 1 damage. It's 2 damage. Plus 2. Oh, I don't even get the XP because I'm going slow. Whatever. So now it's 2 damage plus 0. So a total of 4 damage on this guy. And he's number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. He can't be poisoned, so yeah. Oh, so I did the twin strike, and he's got. He can move, but I'm not sure why I would, because. Uh, yeah. No point moving. I'm blocking the entrance. We got to kill this thing before he gets through, or we got to pin him or stun him or something. Block his way on this next turn, so he can't get up on that platform, on that pressure plate. But hey, at least we got one speed. The robots, they did their thing. Royce did his thing. Cannons are up. Range of 5. I guess they shoot. This one's going to shoot at Adrian because Adrian's higher up in the order. So it's 1 damage and pin at a range of 5. She's got 2 shield right now, so it's going to be a pretty tough hit. So it's not ×2. It's +1, which is ×2. But still, my shields will hold. I do have shields for that round. So, yeah, that worked out pretty good. I nullified that hit. But she is pinned now, but she's in a good spot for being pinned. Oh, wait, she takes an extra damage because she had the stupid poison on. So that's 3. It's a little less good. Well, wait a minute. If she... I guess it's 1 damage, right? Because we add... Because if it was 2 damage and her shields hold up 2, but there's an extra from the poison. So that's 3 damage. Okay, I think we're good. Now the other guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Will hit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Royce is going to get hit by both of these guys. Yay for Royce. Uh-oh, he's getting low in health. And did he have anything going on to help him in this? No. All right, so 1 it is. 1 damage from number 3. Come on. 0 damage, but he was poisoned, so wait a minute. Does 0 damage get added to? I guess it's next attack, so I would say yes. So it's 1 damage. And then 1 damage. Again, +1 damage. Oh man, that's taking multiple shots with that poison on. Not good at all. Not good at all. So it's 2 damage. Royce is down to 1 health. I'm not sure what to do, man. Royce has to heal. Oh, this guy's dead. But I haven't hit another cannon in a while. I haven't hit much of anything. Okay, so I got to do 2 damage to Royce. Poison sucks. Do I throw a card away? I can't even throw up my banner of hope because we got to kill this thing that's sitting in front of us. I can't do a long rest because that's going to be bad too. Yep, I should have blocked. I should have thrown down that trap. He would have went around and I wouldn't even been hit. Well, I wouldn't have to deal with this guy. I could go with another strategy. But We got it. I gotta decide what to do, man. Any tips? Anybody got ideas? Do I take the hit? I'm be at 1 health. That's really not good. All right. This is used. It's not good. Okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna take I'm gonna discard a card. I want all these cards. I don't want to discard them. Can you get down to 1 and still not die? That's the question. And what if he explodes, you say? Well, Royce is toast if he explodes. Because he'll do trap damage and kill me. Unless I can figure out how to get away from him. But that's it. Next round. Adrian, my friend. We got to do something about this guy. Is there an action? Oh, I did infuse the wind with my last thing, so... Oh, yeah. This infused... Oh, it went away. That's nice. So I infused the wind before this round, but... So it's kind of... Wait, where's the wind? Oh, right there. Okay, so I actually have infused wind right now from when I threw the javelin. I am... Holy moly. Oh, this goes away. Goes over there. I can... I can help Royce out. But that means I won't be attacking. All right, Royce, what do you got? What are you doing, my friend? Because we got perfect information. That's the point of getting these more difficult, stupid fights. So we've got to... for one, it's... What healing do you have? All right, so we're going to have to do a basic rest because he has no healing and he has to do healing this time. So we've used up all of our healing cards. So basic rest it is. We're losing a card. What this will do is let me have all my cards, hopefully one of them with a heal on it. Get that poison off of me, which would be great. We'll have to move fast so we can try to go ahead of the robots. And let's see, what healing options did we recover? Did we recover any good healing options? There's a 2. That's if I go slow, which I'm not going to do because going slow is not good. So it looks like my only real good heal option. My only good heal option, because one of the nice things about Royce's heals is they're on the bottom, so I could heal and attack. So that's going to come in handy. And using speed, I can probably do this guy. which should help. Ooh, maybe I do that one instead. How much? What's his? His current health is 4. And how big is the other guy? Oh, one of those guys is down to... One of those guys is down to 2. That was the guy I pummeled a little earlier. That big hit. All right, let's do this one. So we can heal fastest, and this is a pretty fast one too. So we're going to go ahead and let Royce do a 20. It's going to go pretty fast. Royce will then, or Adrian will pick from her cards and see if she's got an option that lets her do something. We're going to leave that guy up to, well, I guess worst comes to worst. It doesn't have to be left up to him. I don't have a banner. This would be a good time to drop a banner, but I'm going to try this. Some regroup, and with the shield. Why not? Yeah. All right, so his fastest move is 25. We're going fastest because in this case we don't want them to go before us if at all possible. Yeah. Let's do this. So here's the problem. Even if I stop these two guys, these guys are going to go around. This guy's only 3 away from his destination, so I got to figure out how to get over there and get to him before he gets over. We're going to find out what he does right now. Cannons get a go. Defensive ordnance. At a range, they're going to push guys away. At a range of 5, do 0 damage, take on 2 shields. So, I hate that. I hate the 0 damage at a range of 5. Because it's like they get to do a free shot. And they could potentially kill me right now. I've got poison on. I can't move. I can't do anything about it. And it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, neither of these guys can reach him at 5, which is good. So they won't be able to do anything. This guy can reach him, but he goes first. So that means he's actually higher than Adrian, which means this guy's potentially capable of putting Royce down right now. He does 0, which means he's doing at least 1. Because of the poison on him. So here it goes. The only guy who can hit him, number 2 cannon, +2. Guess I'm getting rid of another card. Oh, God. All right, so it's just, ugh. All right, well, cannons are done. I hate the cannons. The cannons are the worst part of this entire battle. Definitely not my favorite. Royce is up. Okay, so Royce is actually going to go ahead and heal, which means poison, unfortunately, does not give him healing. All it does is get rid of the effects of because poison blocks the heal. So he's getting rid of the poison, but he doesn't actually get a heal any, which is stupid. But he is going to do a blurry jab on this guy, which is going to wound him. It's 4 damage. I am using my speed, by the way. It's 4 damage. He's going to get an XP for this. And he's wounded. He missed. He missed completely. He may have just cost us the game. I was thinking, just anything, my friend. Anything, and we can win this. But he failed, and he failed, miserably. Okay. He not only did not heal himself for any real heal, all he did was wound this guy. That's number 4. Yep. And he will move. So either I figure out a way to pin him and kill him, or we're dead. Or it's all over but the crying. So he's done. Royce, you may have just lost the scenario for us, my friend. That was the most inept, pathetic thing I've seen so far. You had a good hit earlier, but you made up for it with what could be the crippler. I should have blocked his way. Looking back, Adrian, you should have dropped that trap. Steel automation is up. He gets to move 3. So what's the closest way to get to the pressure plate based on what he can see for openings? This is the only opening to the pressure plate for number 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 if we figure he can go through his friend. He can go through his friend. So I would imagine that's the closest way to the plate. Well, no, if he can go through his friend, technically he would just move forward 1, wouldn't he? Which this would actually be the closest way in. Wait. Oh no! 1, 2, 3. I lost. Game over. So there you go. There's the scenario that, yeah. So I have 2 guys trying to block 4 guys from getting on that plate, and got cannons shooting at you the entire time. And it does, and as you can see, it's just really hard to block completely. So really, 2 really bad things happened at the end. 1, I hesitated and didn't drop a trap right here. If I had dropped the trap, these guys would have been blocking. This guy would have went around, no damage done. He would have had to pick a different direction, which would have probably meant going this way. He might have attacked me, but he couldn't get to the plate. But by having no trap there, this guy moved 3, promptly jumped right in there. This guy got a 3 and just jumped right in, so he just used him as the path. So I couldn't stop him from getting to the plate. That was, I guess, well, 1 blunder on my part and 1 blunder on Royce's part. Royce had a chance to do significant damage to that guy. It probably doesn't matter because he got through before I could do anything. Both of those guys had really high movement this round, and all they had to do was get on the plate. So, I mean, next turn, this guy was going to be sitting right there anyway. And with Royce's absolute total blunder, I should have probably went with a pinning action. Do I even have a pinning action? No, I didn't even have a pinning action available. He has a pinning action, but oh no, yeah, I guess he did have a pinning action. Would have been better. No, it wouldn't have worked because the guy I had to deal with was that one, not that one. I for some reason didn't even think this guy was a threat to get in there, and I kept thinking he has to go around or he has to go back. But I said, well, he'll probably go this way because he can go through his friend. And then I realized he can go through his friend right now. Just go through there and get on the plate. And that's all he had to do. So he got on the pressure plate. Whatever bad thing happens when it hits the pressure plate, it doesn't really tell you, except that you lose the scenario if he gets on the pressure plate. And he did. So I don't know when I'm going to try again. Maybe later in the week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I don't know. But that's it for me. Strike two. Until next time, goodbye.